Title: The World Inside the Headset. Close your eyes for a moment. Now imagine opening them, and the world blinks out. The walls dissolve, gravity hesitates, and suddenly you are somewhere else. Not in a dream, not in a memory, but inside a machine that knows how to convince your brain it's real. This is virtual reality, and it doesn't just change what you see, it changes you. The headset settles over your eyes. Pixels flood in. Your brain does something remarkable. It believes. Neuroscientists call it presence. That fragile moment when your mind accepts an illusion as a place. Your heart rate adjusts. Your muscles tense. Your palms sweat over cliffs that don't exist. Your body reacts before logic can object. Because your brain didn't evolve for headsets. It evolved to survive. And when VR whispers, "You are here," your nervous system listens. In virtual reality, fear feels real. Joy feels real. Loss can feel real. People flinch from virtual spiders, cry at digital sunsets, freeze when standing on a simulated ledge. The brain doesn't ask, "Is this real?" It asks, "What does this mean?" And meaning is enough. Studies show VR can trigger the same emotional circuits as real-world experiences, the amygdala lighting up with fear, the reward system pulsing with excitement. A lie, told convincingly, can move the heart. Now imagine looking down in VR and seeing a body that isn't yours. Taller, older, a different gender, a different skin tone. Something strange happens. Your sense of self begins to bend. Researchers call it the Proteus effect. The idea that the body you inhabit, even virtually, can change how you think, feel, and behave. People negotiate more confidently when given taller avatars, show more empathy after living in someone else's skin. In VR, identity becomes fluid, not erased but rehearsed. The self, it turns out, is more flexible than we thought. That VR is not just illusion, it's intervention. Soldiers revisit trauma safely. Phobias are faced, one pixel at a time. Burn victims escape pain by letting their minds wander into snow-filled landscapes. Pain decreases. Fear loosens its grip. The brain relearns safety. Virtual worlds become training grounds for the real one. Not replacing reality, but repairing it. Yet every doorway opens both ways. The more convincing the world, the harder it is to leave. Time dissolves inside headsets. Emotions attach to places that don't exist. Reality can feel dull by comparison. What happens when escape becomes preference? When the simulated self feels stronger, freer, more alive than the one outside? The brain adapts quickly, but not always wisely. Virtual reality doesn't numb us. It amplifies us. And amplification, without balance, can distort. Virtual reality is not the future. It's a mirror. A technology that reflects how easily the mind can be guided, how deeply perception shapes belief, how thin the line is between experience and interpretation. It reminds us of something unsettling and powerful. Reality is not just what's out there, it's what the brain accepts as true. So the question isn't, what will virtual reality do to us? It's this: if a world can be built inside the mind, who decides which worlds we choose to live in?